Hey guys, Chris with Tillman Family Farms. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so, please go down and like and subscribe and ring that bell so you'll see all the videos that we put out. All right, so we did a video on this bad boy a week or two ago. We've had chicks in a brooder, and it is time to put this small range coop to work. 95-ish or so birds still in the brooder here. We're gonna get all of them swapped over, get their water and their feed and all that stuff set up, and then we will go over all of the different things that we've done. I'm gonna do that before we put the birds in there, but I'm gonna show you how I finished it up and what we intend to move this thing with and all that kind of good stuff. So this is gonna be a little bit different something for us, and see how it goes. Stick with us. All right, just for review's sake, this was an Amazon chicken coop that we modified with the lumber around the bottom of it so that we could pull it like a skid, or put it on skids so that we could pull it, no wheels. So this 2x4 here is off the ground. So what that is an old beat up rubber carpeted mat. And what I've done is I've put it under to allow it to drag to close up the gap. Okay, so in the back I have done the same thing but opposite. These are old car floor mats, so those will do that. Now then, if you notice, I've got a bungee cord stretched out across the back of this thing. When I did the build video on this, I had a viewer, I'm trying for the life of me to figure out who that was, I'll go back and look, but they said that it would be a good idea to put a bungee cord across the back, not far from the back of it. So you see I got it spaced, and as you pull this will bump the birds and it will get them to walk forward. Hopefully, that's the theory. I thought it was a fantastic idea, so I added it. So what else? Oh, sorry. So that right there, that's another piece of carpet mat, and I'm going to show you why I put it there. So I put that there at that height so that the birds couldn't just walk through this hole. I mean, you see that's a pretty decent sized hole on both sides. Full grown birds not getting through there, but these chicks at 2.5 weeks old just might. So got one feeder hung in there, got another feeder in the house over here that's got to come out with them, and we've got a big 7-gallon water container that's going to come out with them. Oh, the other thing, I added that cross brace right there just to give it some extra support as I hang things in here. So hopefully that will help out a lot right there as well. Come on. All right, so there they are. So the count was officially 86. I knew we were pretty close to 90, so 86 is pretty good. So as you can see, these guys, man, they're loving this outside. They're moving around, getting some exercise, grazing a little bit, scratching. This is what I'm talking about. So we still gotta get some feed and some waters in here, and oh yeah, let me lay this cable out real quick, show you guys how we move this thing. So my wife just told me that there's one more in there that was hiding in the brooder, so 87. So anyway, that cable right there is an aircraft cable. It's probably a 3/8 cable, and it is connected like that on both sides. But that link is something that can be taken off and moved to the back if need be to go the other way. That's just some extra chain. There's an extra chick that was found in the brooder. And it's the dog. Anyhow, so they're back there playing with the bungee cord. They're gonna learn real fast that they can't perch on it. Oop. But that when we go to move this setup, it looks like it's about the right height too, so that's gonna work out good. Anyhow, birds are in. We're gonna get some feed and water going on, and we'll get this thing moving over the next few days. All right, so this is a pretty good mix. So we just filled up these feeders, and we do have several birds feeding. We got another feeder that we're gonna have to add in here. But there's still birds kind of milling around and pecking and checking out their new digs here. Especially these guys out in the corner, they're all intrigued about something in the dirt. But so we got water in here. Probably long term, this is probably not gonna be what we do. We're probably gonna have something bigger in here that's got a feed with some kind of valve on it or something like that to be automatic. But that is 7 gallons. And then these 2 feeders for right now. So here it goes. Big, this is a big coop for us, but this is just kind of like a miniature range coop. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, there it is. It's been a long couple of days for us, but we've got the range coop up and going. All the birds are in, feeding water. We're good to go. We're gonna try this thing out. We may very well do a moving portion of this video before we put it out.
Guess what I did today?
What you did today?
I took our first cow to the processor.
Sure did, sure did. She sure did. Her and Dad rode down to, where's that? Montezuma? Montezuma, Georgia. Dropped off our first cow business-wise. Not our first cow we've ever processed, but first cow business-wise down at Yoder's Butcher Block. And about 2 weeks, we'll have beef. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I think I am going to do that. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. We're going to move this one time. We're going to see how our bungee cord works out. We may have to get one of us in the back to kind of shoo the birds along just to be in case. But anyway, we'll see how that goes before we put this video out. All right, so it's the next day. This is the last step in getting this thing going. This is the first move with birds in it. We're going to try real slow to first of all see if our bungee cords in the back are going to work. If they don't, the next thing is that somebody goes in the back of the coop and shoos the birds forward as it's being pulled forward. So I'm going to show you where we're hooking the cable up and how, and then we will start from there. All right, so there's our cable laid out. I'm going to take that cable and put it on that ball. Just like that. Now I'm going to go around to the back of the coop. Jamie's going to go ahead and start moving forward. So, come on, birdies. Keep going. Keep going. All right, hold up. They don't want to play so well, so I'm going to go in and shoo them forward. We don't want any bird mishaps. Keep going. Almost there. Come on, guys. We're going to have to work on our shooing techniques here. A little bit. That's good. All right, so just like that, they're moved. We take the cable and we throw it up on top of the coop so it's just not bouncing around the ground. It doesn't take very long to move this thing, and we didn't have to put wheels on it. We didn't have to do anything like that, and it's moved. We are probably going to have to do this with 2 people, have somebody in the back shooing the birds forward as we move along. There's some other tricks that we might try with this, you know, maybe hanging a feeder on the front of it before we put feet in there with them, so that they're more interested in being in the front than in the back. But we'll see how that stuff goes. But just like that, I mean, less than a minute we moved this coop forward. So before we finish this video up, I want to go around and I want to show you the manure deposit from this many chicks at this age in a coop this size. So you can very, very easily see where this thing was sitting. You can see the manure deposit on the ground all over the place, and you can actually get up here closer to where the front was, and you can see how heavy the manure deposit is up front. So that's I mean, that's actually pretty good coverage in all actuality as far as fertilizer goes. So that's going to do very, very well. I'd also like to note that there are way more birds in here right now than what will be in here in a week or two. Our other tractors have birds in them that will be processed this weekend, and then we'll probably break off some of these guys and run them parallel in a smaller tractor along with this. So, but this thing's working great thus far. It is a little bit longer, so uneven ground is going to be a little bit difficult. So we may end up adding some kind of flaps on the side, kind of like we have in the front and the back. But right now, I'm happy. All right, guys, so that's it for this one. I feel like that this project and this tractor is a success thus far. Once we get some use into it, we'll see a little bit better. But anyhow, we're gonna close it down for now. We appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't done so, please go down, like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.